innocence regained, you gently, and the feeling that remains grows stronger by degree when you're gentle. Shoo-be-doo-wop, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop, shoo-be-doo-wop, shoo-be-doo-wop. When rumor comes to call, shoo-be-doo-wop, shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. Suspicion's taking over, and I'm back against the wall. You just smile, assuring me, and my defenses fall like the first spring while I pray. You
Regardless of what system you were to use, and you start living off either the organic matter in the form of manure or nitrogen fertilizer, you're going to fall back to about 40%.
and the feeling that remains
I'm running out of time.
grows stronger by degree when you're gentle. Shoo-be-doo-wop, 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 shoo-be-doo-be-doo-wop. When life seems so relentless, you gently. When my striving seems so senseless, you gently. Ooh, you lift my spirit. I get higher by degree when you're gentle to me. When tension's taking shape, when I feel the pressure building and it's just too much to take, you touch the anxious need in me with love for loving's sake. Like the first rain like rain, you gently, like innocence regained, you gently,
Mr. Chairman, may I speak to the question that I think is so important from the back, and that is the matter of distribution. And while it's appropriate, our discussion is of production because that's our topic. Distribution we recognize, and this is from Rome, where a Great Lakes Port Director called for a joint United Nations World Study of transportation facilities. So this is in the works, and I'm sure it will be a major world effort. And he says that some of the cynicism that prevails about food aid in countries like the U.S. and Canada stems from the rather dismal experience of trying to distribute food to needy people, ships loaded with grain that can't get into the ports, and the problems that they've had going through black market. So he says storage and distribution are so important to be sure that the food gets to the people that need it. And I think that is a key factor in the Rome discussion.
I have time for that one question, and I'm looking around for a person who doesn't mind being identified as a female. I don't see one. I don't see a hand up, so I'm going to have to go the other way.
I get that.
Oh, yeah. Over here, please. Are you responding to what he said?
I think we have, I'm not going to speak you, but I have to understand fully that the third world countries have kind of decision making that these ministers are not able to make any statement. The government perhaps could switch and make a response. But our technical capabilities are very low that if the government makes a statement, I think that would be just merely a political statement. So the reactions may be slow, but I'm not sure that the third world is not willing to make a private Swiss.
All right, the reaction from the real from Mr. Wijaja from Indonesia. Now I'll take the last question from the person here, and this is the absolute last one. I'm now watching the ticking away of the time allocated to me.
Okay, I'm Nancy from Pennsylvania, Southeast Maine. Mr. Keene, I'd like to ask you, we've been very concerned in our area that a lot of our farmers are selling out to industry and to housing development. And we'd like to know from Pennsylvania what we can do to support our farmers and also what you see as the future for the family farmer in Pennsylvania.
Well, this gets back to the same question to which I referred earlier. Namely, we may have to devise ways of making it possible for small farmers and the small individual homesteaders, or whatever you want to call them, to live on the soil. I don't know the answers to that. I don't know how, at this point, to combat the movement of big industry into an area and the buying up of soil. I have no answer to that, but it seems to me that that's one of the things that the church should be interested in, because it's a basic question, not only in this country, but all over the world. And I have suggested in one place the pulling together of a conference in Washington, getting our representatives and senators and so on involved in this question. What is the future of the small farm? And it seems to me that that is a vital question. I don't know the answer.
Just prior to turning the podium back to our chairperson, I want to express my deep appreciation to you for the kind of audience that you've been this morning. And I think we ought to show our appreciation to the hard-working presenters and to the members of the panel for the contribution. And now the illustrious chairperson, and I really hate to so label this because I think she's such an attractive and brilliantly intelligent woman that I like to identify as such, Ms. Walcott.
He wasn't paid to say that. I think all of us would like to say a heartfelt thank you to these persons who have given of their time and of their experience and knowledge in feeding into this very, very worthwhile discussion. However, to Dean Thompson and Dr. Wadeen, we could say thank you, and even though we really meant it, perhaps it would just sort of disappear as our voice stopped saying words. So we'd like to make that thank you just a little bit more tangible, so that in the days and weeks and months ahead, when you look at some of these things, you will remember the heartfelt thank you on the part of our corporate board. So it is my great privilege now to make that thank you in a very tangible way by presenting to Dean Thompson this lovely wood carving on behalf of the corporate board with our deep, heartfelt thanks for all you have shared with us in this morning's session.
Thank you, and I'll treasure this very much.
And also to Dr. Wadeen for his equally wonderful contribution, and our deep gratitude on behalf of the Board for World Ministries.
Well, thank you so much for this unexpected gift, and I'd like to put my office, but I'm sure my wife is going to want this at home. It's so beautiful.
There are just a few announcements to make. Would you like to? Okay, all right. Just a few announcements here before we dismiss for the luncheon hour. First of all, a very important announcement about that Bill Parkerson, the man who wanted to whip things into shape, you know. It seems as though he lost his notebook. At least he knows where it's lost, and he would like to exchange with a Dr. Calvin Engelman at the close of this session. Apparently their two books got mixed up. Now that's the important announcement. Another one here, I am asked to remind those of you now, because this evening is an optional evening, that we hope that you have arranged or will arrange to meet your hosts and hostesses again at the church. I don't know, 9:30. We'll leave that up to you, but they will be there to meet you again. Also now, after the luncheon, we're going into our extended regional and service committees. Now, in the wrap that was given out to you on the buses this morning, you have your assignments there, so you know which region you're going into. But for all of those who are unassigned, and that would include the Iowa partners, we ask that you go, following the luncheon, to the Pioneer Room where the Service Committee will be meeting.
Madam Chairman, may I ask a question?
Yes.
My hostess asked me to ask this question. They understood that tomorrow morning's breakfast is for everyone. Is this correct? And the hostesses are not to, hosts and hostesses are not to furnish breakfast?
Tomorrow morning breakfast, because of the size of the room, is limited to corporate members, their spouse, spice, overseas participants, and staff. All those people are included in the breakfast, and that's as many as the room will hold. We hope you all be...
Now we will call upon Jock Wallace, who will give us our marching orders from here into the luncheon.
As lively as that section was, I bet you're getting hungry now. Just 1 second. Nothing. Oh, we haven't lost camera. On bus number 1, somebody lost the camera. He's left Matthew Allen has it over here in this corner, so if you're missing a camera. Okay, there you go. In just a second, if all our system works right, these doors are opening up, and we're going to have our dinner in the sunroom over here. We have 375 places in there, and this will include all of the people that are registered for the overall conference, the corporate delegates, missionaries, overseas people, social delegates, and those guests and wives. When the doors open, we want you to go into those rooms. There'll be a few rooms left over, but we're going to fill them up with Iowa visitors here. There's a number of Iowa visitors in the room, and I want them to come over up here toward the front and on the far wall. And we'll try and get as many of you into the room for dinner as possible. The rest of us can go on downstairs to the cafeteria and then maybe get back up for any program that's going on later on. So, when we're opening. Now, I want to say one more thing. On the way back today, we'll be breaking at 5:45. The buses will be back outside where they delivered you this morning. And we'd like to ask the Iowa farm couples that were on each of the buses to get back on separate buses so that on every bus there is a farm couple. And on the way back to Des Moines, if you want to ask more questions or do any kind of visiting, they might like to visit with you individually. We'd like to have one couple on each bus. There are a few recorders that we had on the buses this morning, and I've gotten 4 of them back. I'd like to get the other 4 back from whoever has them. And if you could give those to me over on the far side, I'd appreciate it. With that, let's see if we can unroll the doors, John. The